Okay, I'm here with Jimmy and Jez from the Doves, who are from Northern England, northeastern or northwestern?
Northwest England.
Yeah, right. Now I saw you guys up at Splendour in the Grass, and you're just saying it's the third time you've played Splendour. I personally found, and I think the crowd found the set really inclusive and smooth and quite incredible. What goes into set design? The songs you choose for a set. What goes into that?
We're kind of lucky that we've got like four records to choose from now.
Yeah.
So we dig from all four of them. We're playing. It's actually probably quite the new album heavy, isn't it? Mind you, festival sets are like you get 50 minutes to an hour, so there's a few things that have to go. But I still say it's. I mean, like tonight, for instance, we're playing in Melbourne and back to like a 17, 18, 19 song set, and so look, that is, but it's at least 6 songs from the new album, so
That's great.
And festivals always want quite up tempo stuff as well, keep the energy up. There's a lot of bands that play within the day, so festival sets do differ from like venue sets.
Where you can get a few more intimate songs in, and spread it out over a longer period.
Yeah, you can draw the crowd in a bit more, whereas there's a lot of chatter at festivals.
Yeah, you just got to get on and blitz at a festival and give them your best. Maybe, well, not even necessarily. You just a high impact set, hopefully.
Yeah. So, I read an interview about Kingdom of Rust, which is your latest album, which came out earlier this year. Mm-hmm. Now, I can't remember if it was you, Jimmy, or you, Jez, but you were saying you still think in A and B sides, even when you're putting together a CD.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that flow that you're thinking with all your songs is what helps you put together such a smooth set, or?
Well, the records, I mean, they're kind of different things. I mean,
they're totally different things.
But they're both important. I mean, as far as compiling the record goes, it was down to the wire. 2 days before we mastered it, we were still swapping CDs between each other.
Three and a half weeks it took, I think.
To compile we didn't have a clue. It's like getting a sheaf of paper and just throwing them in the air and it's landing. It's like, oh my God, how are we going to stitch these songs that we've written over the last 3 years? How are we going to make them fit? And I think Dave, our manager, had the bright idea of, look, Jetstream to me just sounds like an opener. It's a new era, a new set of songs. You've been away for such a long time. It's a bit of a bold statement in itself. It's that kind of song we haven't kind of done before as Doves. And so that was building block one, and from there, from there it goes to like almost country-esque with Kingdom of Rust, the title track, if you like. But yeah, it's an interesting process. It's a fraud process, isn't it? Compiling the record, it's pretty fraud.
It's highly stressful.
Yeah, because you just got to try and make hopefully these quite eclectic and disparate songs and moods, but find a way through and get it to sort of flow,
Yeah.
So we've always took that very seriously.
And something you're happy with as well.
Yeah, so all three of us have got strong opinions, and we generally, thank God, end up on the same page. Although I'm not saying it's necessarily an easy ride to get there, but we do end up kind of agreeing.
Yeah.
But with lots of toing and throwing and arguing.
I just want to go back a little bit. Now, is it urban myth or Wikipedia spread myth that you guys met at the Hacienda?
No, that's the only bit in the Wikipedia thing that's true. But kind of, there's a few falsehoods in there, or we did. We re-met. We met at school.
Okay.
Lost touch for 4 years.
Yeah.
All doing our different things. Literally met up on the dance floor. There's no word of a lie. It was it was that period in our lives at 19 years old with Acid House raging around England. It was like an epiphany. It really changed our lives.
Yeah, right.
There was we did, and
it was like a little secret in Manchester that everyone knew this kind of.
Yeah, it hadn't quite broken out.
Quite broken out, yeah, and everyone was getting onto this sort of underground dance music. And it was pretty surprised when we saw each other. Like,
yeah,
what are you doing? Well, what are you doing?
Yeah. It was like, all right, I mean, I always knew they were hip kids, but had good taste in music, but. It wasn't. Yeah, it was just a shock after 4 years of no contact. Really.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know it is. We leave school, even though we were pretty tight at school.
Yeah.
Just seemed to just drift. When we were there. Yeah, when we chose to attend.
Now you went on to form Sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was a dance act.
Yeah, but we always treated it. We were quite eclectic. Hopefully, even then, it was never straight up dance floor.
Okay.
We did an EP called the Coast EP. That was. It was almost like headphone dance music, if you like, quite esoteric. And,
We started gradually morphing in, getting more live stuff into that setup.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah, I could say it's a bit like, when, I'm just going to use this for people to understand. Like the Beastie Boys, when they started out, they were straightforward, and then they started mixing it up with all the band stuff. They were going back to their roots as like playing, before hip hop hit them, they were in like punk bands, weren't they? And, so they could all play, but they kind of maybe dropped that, and it was like 2 turntables and an MC, and that was what. I'm not by no means comparing us to the Beastie Boys, or But the same kind of sort of map, if you like.
Yeah, the same slow route of understanding yourselves as a band.
You're trying to explain why you didn't turn your back on dance music. You just went back. Yeah,
just a natural, gradual process. It did coincide with the club scene getting quite ugly again in Manchester. Drugs and violence associated with drugs. So going out in certain clubs wasn't pretty anymore, and at the same time, a lot of live music started happening. The DJ sort of was becoming less of a draw, and more bands
was about 98?
About 94, 1993, 94. It was kind of coinciding with where we were heading in our heads, if not actually physically. We were lucky to. In this case, Sub was we had some great moments, but we also had some hideous. We kind of did our growing up and our learning curve in that band, and hopefully by the time we got to Lost Souls,
made all the mistakes.
We'd hopefully made all we kind of knew how we wanted to be. So and that was good. It was a learning curve.
Well, maybe you can shed some light on the rumour that Sean Ryder introduced ecstasy to Manchester.
Not true.
Not true.
He might have done in his little quota, but certainly.
Do you know what was quite a lot? I met Bez in '87 in Sweden with a big bag of pills, and they were kind of that.
I was there in. You were doing it
in Windsor, though. You were doing it down south.
But I was bringing it from down south.
Right, yeah, but.
Oh, I wasn't.
Yeah, okay.
As in.
But no, the rumour, Bez and Sean did turn a lot of people on in Manchester.
Yeah.
Like you said, a wide circle of friends, and then their friends would hear about it.
It was, don't forget, it was all little, everyone had their little sort of kind of like mates and their little scene.
But that's how the scene spreads, I suppose.
And everyone had their own kind of way of bringing it.
Yeah, chicken and the egg.
Yeah.
Kind of like who introduced who. And,
but they were certainly on it.
I remember seeing them there at Hot Night and all that. All their firm were there.
Now you guys have just done your sound check, so your vocal cords are vaguely warmed up.
Vaguely.
Now, I ain't singing for you now, though, man. What's coming up next?
Jez and Jimmy, you both sing.
Yes.
You both sing lead on certain songs.
Yeah, Jimmy's the main singer,
but you sing.
I have a pop at a few tracks.
You have a pop, yeah. Well, how is that decided on who writes the song?
It's just generally whose voice fits the track.
Okay.
I find myself talking myself out of singing, not because I don't want to sing, but if I hear Andy or Jez and their touch, we kind of know. We all try it. We'll all try and work on an idea, and sometimes it's just blatantly obvious that something like Jetstream wanted a lighter touch than perhaps my voice could supply, and a different timbre. So it's kind of organic like that. It just works itself out. The song kind of tells you how it wants to be dressed.
Okay.
And Andy, I should say, Andy sings a couple of songs as well.
Oh, yeah. Andy's, on BVs and backing vocals and things.
It's how it happens, isn't it? We write a song and then we pass the mic around. Or some tracks just obviously got Jimmy written all over it, and some are like, well, let's try it. Let's try it for three of us.
Well, I've got a new strategy, maybe. A new strategy for choosing who sings the songs. We've got Fuck the Police NWA.
Yeah.
She Was Only 16 Sam Cooke and Advance Australia Fair.
Right.
Okay. So Jimmy, just the first verse.
I can bust out some shit.
Just the first verse.
All right. Try to remember the music. It's just got a big breakbeat on it. Coming straight from the underground. A young wigger got it bad because I'm white and not the other color, so please think they have the authority to kill a minority.
That was good.
Yeah. I ain't going near that. He can do that stuff. I
No, the next verse.
You see, by the way, that I can't say the N word because I ain't
No.
a player. Yeah, I'm a wigger.
Yeah. Okay. She was only 16 by Sam Cooke.
You take this one again.
That's what I normally say. You caught me in a sort of a playful mood.
Oh, excellent.
It's out of my range though. Sam's way out of my range, man. He's like, hi.
We'll put it in your own voice.
Drop it.
She was only 16 when I loved her so. But she was too young to fall in love, and I was too young to know.
Now we can all sing.
Thank you, Jess.
Now we can all sing this one.
I don't know the melody to this. Can you lead the
All
way?
right, here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, our beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every state advance Australia fair.